We live in a culture where individuals are learning to assert themselves in a kind of dominance over other humans. And I believe that the aesthetic form that this takes on in culture is something that is very ugly, something that is unpleasant, something that is restricted and unworthy of emulation. It is unaesthetic. It is not a form of beauty, but a form of ugliness. I want to read a letter from Vincent van Gogh, wherein he says, "What am I in most people's eyes? A non-entity or an eccentric and disagreeable man? Somebody who has no position in society and never will have. In short, the lowest of the low. All right then, even if that were absolutely true, then I should one day like to show by my work what such an eccentric, such a nobody has in his heart. This is my ambition, which is, in spite of everything, founded less on anger than on love, more on sincerity than on passion. Though I am often in the depths of misery, there is still calmness, pure harmony and music inside me. I see paintings or drawings in the poorest cottages, in the dirtiest corners, and my mind is driven toward these things with an irresistible force." Van Gogh, I believe, exemplifies to us character. He exemplifies to us the beauty of virtue, the beauty of transparency, the beauty of being vulnerable. And by doing this, he has found in it an existential strength to compel him toward life in hope. This is no small thing. This is an extraordinary thing. That he has found an existential hope to compel him toward life with hope, with joy. And that what he is laboring in is not for the approval of other humans, because he understands that he will probably never get it. And that is enough. It is enough for him merely to be transparent and vulnerable and show forth his heart, to show forth his virtue. I believe that virtue is very likely a form of beauty. It's more than this, of course, but I think its gentle, safe, and trustworthy form rises so high that it becomes a form of beauty. Think about this. That human beings embodied within their own person, within their own character, can display and portray and express beauty. What do we think of a human that we can trust, that we know we are safe with? A human that we know cares about us and wants the best for us. What do we think about this human? What kind of object is this that we are interacting with, so different from the indifference of objects in the universe? This object has a different kind of diversity. It has a different kind of beauty. And when we find ourselves in a clash with other humans, we can take the path wherein our response is to respond in a way that is virtuous, not in a way that is reactionary, but in a way that beautifies our character within the opposition, in a way that sets us on a path of beauty, on a path of virtue. We are not destroyed by the collision. We are not destroyed by those who tried to wound us, by those who tried to destroy us, but we carry forward in a kind of Socratic virtue, being true to ourselves, being true to the development of this beautiful form, this form of virtue. That this is our project in life, to cultivate a character of beauty and virtue. And we don't see this in life. We don't see the exposition of this or the example of this. We see individuals who try to assert themselves as being powerful, as not caring, as being callous, as being indifferent, and it's not beautiful. It's ugly. It intimidates people. But what about those who do express beauty? What about those who do live beauty? What about those who do have virtue, who cultivate it? This has nothing to do with religion. It has to do with the way that we approach life, with the values with which we approach life. Is there anything greater? Is there anything higher than cultivating a character of virtue, which is a character of beauty? What can be more worthy? What can redeem us more than this? To follow Van Gogh's transparency and vulnerability. To let it be enough that our project is to cultivate virtue. To let it be enough that our project is to conduct our character in such a way that it emanates beauty. Now, obviously, we will all fall short of this. We will all fail. But even in this, we can be honest and we can be transparent and we can strive to be open about it. Not trying to be something we're not, but trying to be vulnerable and honest, which means we tell the truth about how we're feeling and we accept that others might not like that, might want to put us down because of it. So be it. We want to cultivate a character of beauty. We want to cultivate a character of virtue because it's an extraordinary thing. It's so incredibly rare within the context of the universe. And yet we can do this. Not to walk a reactionary path where when we are acted upon negatively, where when those who try to do us harm, those who wound us, those who abandon us, we do not wound in return. We do not abandon in return. But we try to understand that humans often are acting from a place of their own pain, from their own insecurity. And we try to respond with kindness, with care, with virtue, with a character of beauty.